Oh, the power! Listen to it purr. Well, good morning, folks. Welcome along. Hope you're all doing very well today. The entire yard, and I park all of my equipment in the blooming gate. I was in a rush to get in last night there. We did quite a lot, actually, truth be told, in the end. And a lot of things happened that we need to get caught up on. So before we go any further, we're going to have a bit of a drive down here. And go and have a look at what we were getting on with the other day. So you can see we managed to get all those bales cleared off first. And it's done pretty well. We got those. Barry got those in pretty quickly, actually. Between him and Jack, they did pretty well indeed. So once they're... We moved the combine yesterday as well, so when we left I was busy ploughing. We've got all bar the headlands done in this field, which we're going to go and have a look at just to see how it's kind of ploughed over really, in all honesty, see if it's dry enough, see if we need to get in, do the headland today at some stage, and then we'll take it from there. But that's the current plan. We were lucky enough really that when we were going yesterday, once Barry and Jack cleared this field, I got plowing through here and it seemed like it was drying up quite nicely, so we thought that we would just leave it all and jump straight on with the combine, which you can see by on the hillside there. That's exactly what we did. We got the headlands knocked out in that field. We're going to go have a look at that as well, because we got a new arrival late last night to have a look at that. But yeah, this is working quite well. There's headlands to do here. There's a few bits of trash that weren't quite buried over there, but I'm hoping we can get that. We are putting this straight into a cover crop though, so I'm not too concerned about that there. There's a fair whack of grass on here, actually. It's all stalks though. There's no good grass left to it, but it is all stalks. And it's quite interesting. So as we come around this corner, you'll see that the land drains here have been working relatively well. We've got a little bit of a pond forming here, would you believe? Look at that, come along. That looks all fairly nice and dandy, so that's, I'm impressed with how that's coming, and it's starting to really fill up there actually. So if I just spin this around, ooh, and put it into there. And that we go. You can see that there's it's a nice little bit of a pond. We've got a few bushes planted here as well, actually. Got a landscape to come out and put those in just to kind of help establish a bit of a hedgerow around here. I'm going to put a few trees in as well and make it all kind of look rosy. And that'll be great. Actually, it'd be really nice to get this all to kind of come along and provide like a nice natural habitat. We've got a fair headland to get ploughed in first, though, of course. But we can get that done. With the truck, we put the diesel bowser in the back. I've been meaning to do this for a while, and we're going to actually go and use it, get the combine all serviced up before we get cracking in there. But yeah, lots of nice production on that side of things. We're filling up our sheds nicely down at the yard as well with hay, and we've got some more straw to come from the ground that we're harvesting now. And then after that, we're going up onto the far hill there to harvest the last of our own crops before we do a few more contract combinable crops. And then yeah, some contract winter wheat and some spring wheat that we've got to get at still as well. So that's the rest of the jobs there really, but we'll get to those sooner rather than later, I have no doubt. Lots to look into, but like I say, we're going to head back up to the yard there now. This field was not long off cut. We put a little bit of slurry, a little bit of muck onto here that we had left over. It's flying along. I'm going to get some contractors in soon, I think. Or we might do that stuff. We do have a bowser, but I'm thinking of getting the larger contractor to come and do that field over there, actually. With a, with like a huge, big, self-propelled slurry spreader thing. We might get them in to come and do that. If we can afford to do it ourselves from a time perspective, we will, but we'll see. And yeah, we're going to just have a looking at some of the hay we've got stacked up now. I've decided to split it up a little bit. It got split up for a couple of reasons, different qualities of grass mainly, so we know which one we're going to use first. That field has like a noticeable divide in the grass quality, so with that in mind, we kind of opted to split it up. We've got most of it into here, so you'll see that's a big bulk of it. We've also got the trailers in there as well, and the muck, the bale grab that I need to turn around, but that's a good number of bales in there. There's a few with a little greener than others, but it's under the roof, that's the main thing. Got a load in there which we're starting to use very shortly. And then sneaking around this corner, we've got the last of it tucked into here as well. So I am possibly thinking about the idea of seeing if I can get like a Dutch barn to put here, just so we have a little bit more ground to stack things into. The John Deere's on the power harrow at some point today. I think Jack's going to get out and start to break down that ground that we've just been to have a look at, and then we can get that drilled straight off the back of it as well. So If that is the case, then that'll be fantastic. Now though, let's just stop there. Put it into forward, that always helps the dream. Yeah, we're just going to navigate around Fent Island, which this is rapidly becoming. The Fent pulled that plough all day long. I was thoroughly enjoying myself out with that yesterday. If the field was another 50 acres long, that wouldn't have bothered me at all. But yeah, we'll get into there at some point and button in that headland, that'll be fine. But today we're going back up to the John Deere. We're going to have a look. We got a new header at the moment. It's not ours, it is a demonstrator. I must stress that. Ours is parked up in the turn circle at the yard there. But we've got a Macdon on trial, and it is huge, absolutely colossal. So let's just pull into here and have a look-see. What we are going to do, we need to fuel this guy up as well. So we're just going to pull it up around the back side here. Tick around there. Tick, 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 tick. Fuel tank is just up there. What we need to do is pop this door out, and then we can actually have a look at getting this fueled as well. Switch that off. Perfect. So yeah, this is the Macdon head. This is 35 feet wide. It is absolutely massive. We leased it. We got it for a couple of days here. Really can potentially alter our output with this machine. Based on what we found yesterday, we got a brief trial of it last night there. Not really dialed in, I must say, but it's colossal. It's belt fed, no augers on this one. Nice even flow across it there. It allows it to absolutely fly through the crop. A combine can more than handle it with ease, actually, to be fair to it, so that's great. What we need to do now, though, this morning, we've kind of got everything checked over roughly when we stop to get this connected. So a few grease spots I want to hit. I need to fuel it up as well, so we're gonna head around this corner. Let's just get a few things out of the truck I need. I'll put that down there as well. Perfect. So around here, I've even got my field computer here so I can make sure all my yields are going properly, which we seem to be doing well. So I need to just come down here and actually just where's my starter button for this? Oh, the power! Listen to it purr. There we go. Okay, just had to kind of swap it around actually, because the cable on this wouldn't quite reach, but it does this way, if you can believe it or not. Let's just jump into here as well. Okay, so while that's finishing up there, what we'll do, we've greased over a few of the points here. We're not chopping the straw, we don't need to worry about that. There were a few walkers that I wanted to look at inside there, but I think they'll be okay for now. So we're going to be pretty good. We'll just knock that, we'll knock the fuel truck off there. We'll just park that to a side because we're not going anywhere with it now. It's going to stay here. So we'll just take our hose, throw it down. And there we go. Perfect. And we'll pull this out of the way because otherwise it's going to get hit. So how are you doing anyway? Hope you're all very well, whatever you're getting up to. Do let us know as always in the comments down below how everything's going. If you are in the midst of harvest, let us know what's going on there. Like I say, we've got a few fields left of our own to run into. We've got some contract land that we're just waiting for the word go. And then we're kind of done. We've got a lot of baling of our own that you're left to do. This field here, we never really did anything with this, to be honest. And I'm toying with the idea of ploughing this in as well. Got another nice little field to run at here. Plenty of access in and out with the combine header, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. But yeah, let's get into the cab here. We'll just have a bit more of a run through of what's going on here. Fire up the combine for the first time this morning. Perfect stuff. We'll let that tick over for just a little bit. Now I need to set the GPS up for this because it's a little bit wider. We're in at 35 feet as I mentioned, not the 30 that we had going before. So let's just lift that up. We'll just head back this way. Need to open up the grain tank as well. Perfect stuff. So what we'll do, we'll kind of get ourselves set up here, and then we'll just make sure my GPS is all looking good. We'll also do that. We're just gonna let it tick over for a minute or two, And then we'll make sure it's all good to go. So bear with me a second. Okay, folks. Well, I think we're about ready to go here. GPS is all set, and we just need to. Hang on, we just need to power. We've got no drive coming through to the header. What's going on? Hang on just a second. Surely not. Have they? I don't have a power takeoff. What the heck's going on there? I'm missing the power takeoff shaft to my header. You must be joking. That was there last night. Someone's stolen my power takeoff shaft. I cannot believe it. And I bet I don't have one that fits that as well. Good grief. Must have. We're going to have to go back down to the yard to see. I'm going to get on the phone as well, because I definitely don't have one that fits that gauge. So, let's see what we can do about that. That is absolutely disastrous for what we need today. So, we're going to head back down to the yard. See what we can do about that. See if there's anything we can do about that. And we'll try and get this up and running again, because that's not ideal at all. We'll make a phone call there, and we're going to see how that comes out and see what we can do. And then hopefully we can find something sooner rather than later. We'll come back to you as and when we can. I can't believe they stole that. Unbelievable. Well then folks, thanks to the help of my pesky nocturnal neighbours, it seems, or nocturnal invaders perhaps, we were delayed in getting going, but we are going. And look at the width that we're working with. 35 foot and one hit. As you can see, we've got a very fast, very even flow into the combine here. We're just squaring off this edge actually as we get rattling through. And we'll have to go all the way down to the bottom to come back up again. But we are able to clear so much ground here. It's absolutely incredible. And something that I'm very much looking forward to seeing just what we can do in the future with this. See how much we can really kind of get going. As you can see, it's such a wide header, but everything's just so even as it comes through there. Got such a long reach on the reel that it really does pull the crop through into the cutter knives as well at a very nice rate. So I am very, very happy with what we've got here. Now what I'm going to do when I get down to the bottom, I'm going to swing it around, and we'll just wait and see if we can get ourselves up and away. Then yeah, we'll take it from there. Oh, back that way we go. It's probably going to be a little bit more like this. And we'll put it down there. Excellent, and in it goes. Fantastic stuff. So we're just going to take a block off here, see how it all comes together really, and then we're going to keep flying through. Brought the tractor and trailer up. We're just going to be on this ourselves today. Barry is elsewhere. Jacket isn't in yet at all. So hopefully by the end of the day we'll get that land ploughed up down there, and then we'll also get started putting this into bales. This is going to be for our cattle, this straw here, so we want to get as much of it as possible because we're going to need to use quite a lot. We'll have to wait and see though really, and see what comes. But yeah, making progress now, at least that we've actually got the combine up and running again. I haven't told the dealer that they stole this. Hope they might not know. Just have to go and buy a new PTO guard. And you better believe I'll be making sure it goes back to the yard with me when we finish tonight. Even if the combine's kept up in the field here. But hey ho, there we go. Everything else is coming through. The crop itself is not the biggest or the best. It never really is on this ground up here, but we can. We're making the most of it. We've got a few ideas to try and improve it for next summer. This will probably be going straight into a crop of oilseed rape when we get this cleared, if we can quickly, and direct drilling it in there as well. So that'll be good. Going to see how that works out for us. But other than that, yeah, all we can really do is just keep cracking along. Got a bit of an island to go around there in the middle soon enough, but we'll cross that, or tick that off when we need to. Probably go a little bit far into the middle of the field here, but never mind. Elsewhere though, it's looking very good. It's coming along very nicely indeed. Very, very happy with the progress we've made thus far. And yeah, very much looking forward to getting the drill in the ground actually. We've got a few fields that we need that are ready to roll. One in particular that's ready to roll. There's a few fields on the other side of this hedge, a few small paddocks that were ploughed over, but they're going to go back into grass. to make up for some of the grass we're going to be losing by ploughing that out. And we're going to do that in the next couple of days there, I think. We've got a new cultivator, which does it cultivates the top couple of centimeters, but also allows us to drill in any cover crops or grass onto the back of it, which I think will be very beneficial for that type of establishment. Should work very well. Certainly doesn't need to be conventional cultivation as we know it for such an activity, so that should be good. Now I'm just going to loop it around. Back into there we go. It's nice and easy with GPS when it all works out, isn't it? Pretty perfect set. I love having arrow straight swaths in the field. I think it's so satisfying to the soul. Absolutely is. Got the Fendt over there with the Brohan trailer on the back ready to roll. Like I say, it shouldn't be too much of a cart for us. By the time we fill that one full, I can't foresee us being a lot else on the field. But we'll see how that goes. Hopefully the cereal gods are kind to us and we'll see what happens. For now though, we're going to leave it here as we keep on trundling through. We'll come back to you later on with a bit of an update as we have one, and we will see you next time. So until then, thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, Simulation Fallen Nation, and we'll see you in the next one.